Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2024 Season 3 of Disney Plus original show, Bad Batch, The Bad Batch. This is the third and final season of our beloved Bad Batch. 16 episodes in the first and second season, then we have 15 in the third. This was a whirlwind of a show right off the heels of Clone Wars, Star Wars The Clone Wars. Right before, well, technically Bad Batch was after the release of Rebels, but Star Wars Rebels is still an iconic show. This was what the fans had wanted. They wanted more Clone Wars. They wanted more Clone Wars. Dave Filoni gave us more Clone Wars in regards to a spin-off sequel series of Bad Batch. Bad Batch was introduced in the 7th season of Clone Wars, and then what happens once the Separatists and the Republic have their fight? What happens when the Empire, starts to take control, led by the Emperor? What happens right before the rebellion starts, type of a thing, right? So this is the intermittent between episode 3, splicing of episode 3 all the way up to episode 4 of Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith and New Hope. So having our characters, on the tail end of losing tech, and Omega is now captured. How do we find Omega? How does Hunter, Echo, Wrecker, how do they find Omega? Crosshair's been working with the Empire, but something happened, and he's now he's now in Empire custody. And so, what happens when Omega and Crosshair are in the same facility? What happens when Nala-Se is brought? The Kaminoan Nala-Se is brought to use Omega's genes, her clone genes, to see if she has the strong M factor, which is required for the Emperor's project. We know if the episode 9 of Star Wars, Emperor Palpatine comes back, and it made absolutely no sense why Emperor Palpatine was coming back. It made no sense. Why was he a clone attached to these machines? Why is he back from the dead? And Rey is his granddaughter all this time. Made absolutely no sense. No signs were anywhere, didn't point to anything. It was just a, wait, what? Moment for everyone. And nobody liked it. This gives us the backstory of Emperor Palpatine getting the clone technology, in regards to the M count, for his experiments, for him making sure that his security of long live the Emperor continues. So the events of episode 9 happens because of what we see in Bad Batch. Bad Batch doesn't come out, this series doesn't come out until years after episode 9, when everybody was, what the hell just happened type of a moment. Dave Filoni, in good Dave Filoni fashion, gives us explanations of why certain things happened after the fact that we saw it. So I'm thankful that we now have some information, but again, I don't like that we were so blindsided in fashion back when the 9th movie came out. I don't know how else to explain it. 9th episode movie came out. I don't know how else to explain it. Getting Omega and Crosshair together, getting them off the island, getting them off the planet, stuff happening with Clone Force 99, Omega going back to the planet, making sure that Nala-Se's, data is destroyed, that way that it can't be used. But then, of course, something happens, obviously, from now until then being episode 9, where the data is resurfaced or recalibrated or refigured. And, that's how Emperor Palpatine can become a clone. He can be cloned moving forward. I really loved the ending, how we get a flash forward of an adult Omega in her 20s, give or take, saying that the rebellion is recruiting some pilots. They need some pilots. And older Hunter is reluctant to let her go, but makes her aware that, if she ever needs them, they're going to be right there with her. Crosshair, Wrecker, Echo, after he does his missions and stuff. It was great seeing Rex in this. It was great seeing Captain Wolf in this. It was great seeing Asajj Ventress in this. Cat Bane was in this. Who else was in this? What's that bounty hunter's name? She's in Book of Boba Fett. She's in Mandalorian. Ming-Na Wu is the actress. She's the voice of Balan. I can't remember her character's name in this. It'll come to me at some point. Anyway, it was nice getting throwback characters. It was nice seeing what happens next in regards to these particular characters after the Empire Rises. What are these characters up to? What are the Underworld characters up to? It's nice seeing familiar faces in regards to this gorgeous story. I really love this story. I love how the fast pace of this particular season went. I like the new creature, Betcher, that Omega had pseudo adopted in the course. I liked the fellow kids that were being experimented on with Omega. They all got to do their escape together. That was neat. Nice little Goonies type of thing. I have no complaints with this. With Fennec Shand. There we go. I got the name. Fennec Shand, the bounty hunter. No, it was a sound at the end, but I got it. I have no complaints with this season. I'm just sad that it's over, but it ended appropriately. It gave us a complete story, first, second, third act of the series, especially the season as well. The season in particular gave us 3 specific acts. It gave us a nice little ending and then a flash forward. Omega is now going to be a pilot in the rebellion. So that's pretty cool. Will we see an older Omega in the future? Hopefully. Will we see a live action Omega in the future? Hopefully. Who knows? We'll see. Bad Batch Season 3, excellent show, excellent conclusion, proper storytelling. Thank you very much. On to the next review. Mahalo.